Istanbul Binaka, my name is Kelepi Komesobo Kumurameda. I'm originally from the province of Lomaiviti in the island of Ovalau, the first capital of Fiji and the old capital. I'm from the Lovoniwai, the custodian of the Ovalau Bay. The only bay in Ovalau is located in my village in Nugutodia, in the Lovoniwai, the Tikin of Lovoni. And I'm so humble to give a small contribution on the Grimitiya Day. See, this week is our Girmit week. A happy Grimitiya to all Indofijians and all Fijians all over the world. Why I want to make this video is I just want to acknowledge some of my Grimitiya descendants who mold my life, and who I am and what I am today. When I was in school, my class 1 teacher was a Fijian. It's okay, but my first Indo-Fijian, the Grimit descendant was Mayawati Prasad and Ambika Prasad. They are from Lambasa, and they taught me at Visota District School way back in those days in the 80s. So I thank the descendant of the Grimitiya, who was my school teacher, who because of them, I am one of those who success. Yes, I can use the word success, although I'm not that successful. Who success in life as far as the education and the life and the calling is concerned. And when I go to secondary school in Levuka Public School, my first Grimit descendant, Form 3 and a Form 3 teacher was Mrs. Chand, but she's originally from Nasoba in Levuka Ovalau. Nanganay Tamaisawe. Tamaisawe sister is Mrs. Chan. She was my Form 3 teacher. And also my maths teacher was also a Grimitiya descendant who taught me how to do some calculation, solving formulas and solving problem. His name was Mr. Chaudhry, if I'm correct. And another one of my math teachers, Mr. Pillay at Levuka Public School, a Grimitiya descendant. And even my first school principal when I entered secondary school, he was a Grimitiya descendant. His name is Mr. Bir Singh, sorry, Mr. Bir Singh. He was a school principal at Levuka Public School, lest we forget, a descendant of a Grimitiya, and he's also one of the very religious men from those who wear the turban. I forgot, Sikh community. I also I must salute them. I put my hats off to most Grimitiya descendants who mold my life into a secular world in order to know how to do management. And even at Fiji Institute of Technology, where I study management, one of my lecturer, he was an Indofijian, so the Grimitiya descendant. And also the Fiji University, where I go to, one of my lecturers is a Grimitiya descendant. And it's them who make me who I am today as far as the secular world and success in life is concerned. Therefore, this video is just especially dedicated to them, just to thank them. Today I was listening to the sermon made by one of the Grimitiya descendants at Lautoka Grimit Center, Pastor Emmanuel from the Methodist Church. It really molded me how he talked when he opened the devotion, when he told that everybody must go back to where they belong. That is the farming, to go back to their humble beginning, to learn, make them strong. And for me, when I'm in Australia now, looking back at my humble beginning, part of my journey was molded by some of the Grimitiya descendants. At work, my first boss, I'll never forget, my first boss, that is the late Pandit Diwan Chand Sarma. He was, because my first work was pay office, I used to process the wages and the salary and the accounts for those who work in the public works department. And my first boss, immediate supervisor, was Mr. Diwan Chand Prasad, a descendant of the Grimitiya, and my supervisor was also a descendant of the Grimitiya. His name was Daya Prasad. They were both Prasad. One is a Sarma and one is a Prasad. Okay, to make the story short, from Levuka, we in Levuka, we are proud to announce to the world that in Levuka there's no Indian. In Levuka there is no other races. We are all Levuka. Even everybody, we are all Levuka. The Rent Short, Supermarket, Raymond, Nase, Gulabdas and Sons. We are all Levuka. There's no Indian in Levuka. That's and I beg, if all Fijians in Fiji can be like us, Kalevuka, who don't see the Indian as an Indian, we see them as our brothers, our Tabale. Even we call each other Karua, our father and my grandfather called their grandfather Karua. And my father called those with the same age Karua. And we at our level we call it as a Karua. And because we are like brothers. So because of that one, I would like to wish and thank all the Indofijian descendants of the Grimitiya for transferring some of their mental. They are very smart. Some of the things that they know for us. They transform my lives in the secular world to be who I am today. I passed my Fiji intermediate exam because my teacher was one of the descendants of the Grimitiya. I passed my Fiji junior certificate because of those Grimitiya descendants. There's only one that I must apologize to. His name was Master Sen. He was a boxer during the 1987. He hit me on the ruler on the head, and I go and tell my father that one man hit me. His name is Master Sen, and my father hang him up and said, "I don't want to see your face in the book." I apologize to you, Master Sen. Master Sen. There was a boxer that happened, and I apologize to you. I think that was the only one who my father did not apologize to, and then he died. Because my father liked me very much. He pet me at school. He didn't want anybody to touch me and hit me. So Mr. Sen hit me. I apologize to you, Mr. Sen. And I thank you because of you. You mold my life, you mold my heart, and you mold my future into what I am today. So once again, on behalf of my family, on behalf of the Kalevuka, I must also thank the Turanganatiwai from Waitobu, because this is the first village in the history of Fiji where the Indians, when they enter Fiji to Levuka, they were all waited at Waitobu village to be, quarantine. The one that passed the quarantine, they were sent into Vitilevu. The one that failed the quarantine, the history did not write anything about them. We don't know whether they were sent back to India or whether they stayed in Levuka. All I know, the quarantine was done at my island. Those who passed the quarantine, those who are not sick, they were sent to Vitilevu for fathers. And those who were not feeling well, those who have failed the quarantine, history silent from there. So it's not written in the book what happened to them. Maybe later then, if I had the guts and the heart, I will tell you. But at the moment, history is silent and stopped. They don't tell us anything about what happened to those Indians who come in the agreement that failed the quarantine. But those who pass, go. And on top of that, the first place where they mentioned the name Lord Ganesh on land was Levuka. We have the temple at Waitobu. So if the government next year's budget, Grimitiya send the budget, if they can just renew and decorate and repaint the Hindu temple in Levuka, I think that's the best way. And on top of that, if Levuka is not included in any historical events, it will not be read 100% official. So Levuka should be included in the deed of session in October. Levuka should also be included on anything on Grimitiya, because those first Grimitiya that come to Levuka, they managed to build, and they were accepted in those days in my island to pray to Lord Ganesh. And the temple is still there today, and also a Muslim temple at Waitobu village. Thank you very much to Turanganatiwai for accepting the Grimitiya, and now they are all over Fiji because of your kindness. You did not hurt them, you did not harm them, you look after them. Even some of them is cross marriage to our family in Waitobu, and we accept them as one of my own. Once again, in Levuka, where I come from, there is no Indian. We are all Fijians, we are all Karua, we are all Tavale, we are all Baini, Baya, and happy Grimitiya to all of you who believe in them. As I do, I trust them because they're the one who mold my family. And I'll make another video to tell the story of how one of the Grimitiya descendants shaped my family life and look after my education. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless Fiji. Happy Grimitiya. Jesus is the reason for any season that we come across. Amen. God bless the Grimitiya, and God bless Fiji.